Welcome back to another video. It has been a while, and today we're going to be actually having a look at the classic Nike Sacai LD Waffle, but we're just going to be seeing how it's held up for the past year and 9 months, but for the title we're going to say 2 years, because it's close enough. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So, bit of background on this shoe. I ordered this shoe, like I said, 1 year, 9 months ago, did a review on it, going specifically through like all the flaws, because I didn't see anyone doing that on YouTube at the moment, and I'm going to start doing that again. But I just wanted to talk about actually how the shoes held up, because I think this is really interesting. This was one thing I wanted to know when I first got the shoe, so here you go. Now, I'm just going to say I haven't done like any ridiculous amount of walking in these. I haven't gone crazy. These have honestly been probably the shoe I've worn least, just because of how bold they are. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first of all, you can actually see the shoe is sagging a bit. This isn't due to wear, this is normal, this was when I got it, and this is just because it's made of this mesh material. You can see it just has that kind of lack of structure, same as retail. This material, that's fine, nothing wrong there. But first thing you'll start to see is, let's actually start on the sole. So you'll see I did stand, if I turn the light down, I did stand on some shit there. But I did clean the sole before, do this video, and honestly, it's been alright. So I've lost a little nipply bits on the bit where I've worn the shoe, again, as retail would wear, and also on the back heel here. Now, one thing I was interested in is how this would hold up. The shelf, the parcel shelf here, but it's actually held up really well. You can see there is some creasing, but again, I think it's the same as retail. This is just where people have, accidentally caught it, or I've caught it, because that's quite a long kind of extrusion on the shoe. But I think it's done really well. And I mean, literally, the amount of wears this shoe's probably been through, it's nothing crazy, but a lot for probably like a $30 shoe. It's come out really, really well. You can see on the side of the sole here, there has been some like flaking. The camera can pick that up, and it's the exact same on the suede here. So this suede is really, really good suede, but you can just see it's gone a little bit like hairy, and maybe lost its cleanness, like some of the, but that's just like as you get with wearing a shoe. That's nothing crazy. One thing that's happened is you can now see some exposed foam up here, and I'm not too sure if this was there like on retail, but again, doesn't make a difference. I think that's just how a normal shoe would age. Again, the materials on this shoe are, I mean, the same as retail / close to retail, so I don't think it makes a huge difference. But yeah, you can see the same's happened here. It's just got a little bit less tidy. The back, yeah, this was where like the floor is. I think it's too high, you can see there, but not 100%. But yeah, the back's fine here. Again, just a little bit of wear, but like I said, as you get when wearing a shoe. The insole, we have had the classic lettering disappear exactly as retail would. But these swooshes, this is the one thing, this leather they use on the swooshes are incredible, because there is honestly no wear or tear on these swooshes at all. They are pretty much the exact same as I got them when they were new, which is just incredible. And I'm really, really impressed with this shoe, because this isn't a shoe that I think would normally do too well durability-wise, considering it's made out of not leather, like a Jordan 1, not even tumbled leather, it's made out of a fabric mesh. I think a cheap fake that this was could easily tear, get beaten up, but it's done incredibly. I mean, these leather swooshes, again, on this shoe, look absolutely incredible, and we're pretty much the same on the back there. You can see there's like a little stain there, and it's just a classic on this sole, just getting a little bit dodgy, but yeah, you can see it's just gone through a little bit of wear, but it's held up brilliantly. And comfort-wise, this shoe has been incredible. So, I've only really worn this shoe on like special occasions, I guess. But, I mean, I say special occasions. I've just beaten it around London a bit. But honestly, it's been alright. Like, comfort-wise, it's not the most comfortable thing. This is a solid sole. Like, pressing down, it's not like Boost. It's firm, but because of the shoe's breathable material, I think it does like make up for it, if that makes sense. Because when you walk, you really do have like the spacey feel with your foot inside of the shoe. Having this mesh material here, it also means you can't crease it. So, yeah, so one thing they talk about a lot in budget pairs is the flex of the sole. But I think because this shoe is actually double soled, essentially. Do you see that? How it's got that one layer and the second layer there? It means you cannot bend that sole at all. And I think that does bits for the durability. So I'm honestly gassed with how this shoe's like done over like nearly 2 years. It is insane. I don't think, you walk into a shop like JD Sports Direct, I don't think you're going to get a shoe that can actually hold up this long for what it was like $30 after shipping, maybe like 50. Maybe for £50 you're starting to talk, but honestly, I think it's absolute value. I think this is a really good deal. I don't know if Cow's still around and does this. It's been a while, but I was just really, really impressed. And again, the two tongues here, a classic thing. These could easily fall apart, but they haven't. They've kept their shape. They've done all right. I believe there's another flaw in this tongue somewhere, but come on, boys, no one's seeing that. Glue stains. Don't know if you can see that on the toe box there. There's a little bit around there, but I think glue stains kind of clear up as you actually wear the shoe. If that makes sense, they kind of actually go. But this kind of fine toe box alignment, that has been all fine. We've had no problems with this shoe at all. So if you're actually looking to buy one of these shoes, my advice to you would be probably don't buy it daily. Honestly, it's not the most comfortable shoe because this sole is just quite hard. You can see I'm pushing down there hard and it is not really flexing. But the insole's all right. I can't really take it out, but pressing down on it, it's got enough. And like I said, the material of the shoe, it's all pretty flexible. You can move bits of it about. It doesn't have a hard toe box or anything. All this suede is super, like you can literally completely crush the shoe with your hand. Apart from the heel is rock solid. Like, I don't even know if you can hear that. That is a solid heel, but it's not uncomfortable. The heel's fine. And inside the shoe, the padding's actually not too bad, especially on this heel because it's so hard. They've done a really good job of that. Obviously with the tongue, you have quite a bit of padding just because it's like a double tongue. But on the side of the shoe, there's literally nothing, right? You can completely see that. Same on both shoes, but that's just how the shoe's designed. I mean, half the time here, I'm talking about like the shoe's design, right? Not the kind of rep manufacturer problems or anything. And I don't think that is. Laces, these have been interesting. So the laces in this shoe came scuffed and I had to redo them. And they've held up all right. They're not the best now. I should probably redo them. But I don't really care about laces and stuff on the shoes. I think the shoe sells itself because definitely some people love this shoe, some people hate this shoe, and that is why I love it. It's a bit of a, you know, divides people's opinions. But yeah, the laces, they're actually very thick. They feel quite woolly, which is really good. I wouldn't expect to see that, but you can really start to see how the shoe is formed. You can see this when you get it new, but you can see it's all sewed up there. Stitching, I think, is fine. We have a bit of fraying. I think, yeah, that's the term, fraying, just around here. But I think you would get that on a normal Nike shoe. So, should you go out and buy Nike Sacai from Cow? I think that's how you pronounce it. Cow, something like that. Probably. It's been a great shoe for me for, like I said, a long, long time. I think this is a shoe that, if you want to get it, you know you want it. No one's looking at this shoe and really going, oh, is it good? Should I get it? Should I not? It's either you love it or you hate it. Definitely looks worse in hand, I think, like when it's not on foot. Unlike maybe something like the Yeezy 450, which looks way better in your hand, but when you put it on foot, it looks terrible. So yeah, that is my overall opinion on the Nike Sacai. After 2 years, $30, it was a great shoe. If you want more videos like this, like the video, because I've got quite a, you know, decent rep collection, got a few retails as well, and I'm happy to go through it, do more videos, more reps on the way, more videos coming soon, and yeah, I'll see you in another video.